goes through what he does before he does it. And sometimes us entrepreneurs do it and we don't sketch it out or plan it out or nothing. We just fly by the seat of our pants. So the way I saw what Cameron did was that he knew every single brushstroke before he done the brushstroke, which is very similar to a good business person. So that's the end result. And this is where we're going to take it back, because I think some people run before they can walk. And bear in mind, we're not on about a slow process and we're not trying to slow you down. We're trying to make you more detailed in what you do. On this piece here, because obviously this is, you're sketching it out. You're trying to take the internal concept to an external reality. So in the metaphor, this is a bit like you said earlier, that when you and I were sort of bouncing this around before we started recording, where this was like a pitch deck. To me, would be the idea stage.
Correct. I think there's a metaphor in this too. I can actually get 5 or more shades of black, white, and gray, depending on how hard I make the mark, how hard I hit the point. And so there are details in building a business that we can hit harder than others to get greater impact or place greater emphasis on them. Sometimes that's the right thing to do, and sometimes it's not.
Because there's something I think entrepreneurs do, actually, where they skip a load of steps. They go from this would be the idea in the vision stage, and they leap and they scale too quickly, and they go and they communicate in this stage. They go from this and they want the big brand, and they're already talking about the brand, and they haven't even got the product right yet. I'd like you to explain this to people.
Yes.
I'm going to leave it paused here, because this piece is what a really good entrepreneur will do, because this is where they're
right.
You pick it up from here.
I think you're right about entrepreneurs. We want to create the vision because we're seduced by it. And because we're so seduced by it or in love with it, we want to jump to the thing. We already exist there in our minds. It's a very present thing for us. And you're right. Other people can't see it. We have to show it to them. What I mean by process is you have to figure out how you produce the end result best. What's your optimized order of operations? Now, for me, we started with the A4 size drawing, right? And I'm putting it on a, 1 meter by over a meter size canvas. It's hard to see in the picture, but there is a 1-inch grid that covers the canvas. When I've created the vision in the references or the sketch, I overlay a grid that matches the size of the canvas I'm going to put it on. I draw a 1-inch grid on the canvas I'm going to use, and that enables me to make a precise enlargement. It's very boring, it's very tedious, but it enables me to put all of the details in exactly the right place from the beginning. There are a lot of things required to make that complete vision. There's the drawing or the draftsmanship, which means all the details in the right place. There's light and shade, relative, black to white and everything in between. There's color theory. There's composition, which is the design side. You have to address all of those things to get the final result you want.
If somebody asks them, I don't deal with that part, Cameron deals with that part. I'll set you up a meeting, how you fix for Wednesday, and Cameron will run you through everything to do with the left arm. But what entrepreneurs do, they feel, imagine, and think and believe that they have to do everything themselves. And then that's where it slows their success down, because they have to learn to draw the arm. I can't draw an arm. I need to learn. And then they go after the certificate, where all that really needs, Cameron, you're good at drawing left arms. I'm good at drawing right arms as well, Lee. What do you need? And that's where collaboration can come in. Cameron's already done the work, done the skill. How long will it take you to draw a left arm like that, Cameron? 5 minutes?
Yeah, I could.
How long did it take you to learn to draw an arm like that?
That's a very different question.
You got it. And that's the point in the entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs are never going to learn everything. All what they need to be wise enough to know how to scale this down and know who can do the other bits.
Life's not long enough to become an expert in all the bits you need to make a successful business. but there are people out there who you can partner with or hire all day, every day, who are subject matter experts in all the bits that we need.
There is a system to business which is a lot easier, I believe, than I don't know how I'd learn something like that. Yeah, because it's not just painting, it's also how much pressure to apply, how to hold the brush, yeah, the angle of the brush
Sure.
I'm imagining, yeah. So there's a lot
Yes.
of techniques, a lot of skill. Business is a bit like that, but it's actually a lot simpler business because there is steps. Success leaves footprints.